Hey guys, it's Prince Rich with Rich Technology Group, and in today's video, I want to talk about the Sprint T-Mobile merger and what will possibly happen to your business wireless pricing and plans. So let's hop right into it. We're going to talk a little bit about the merger, what our opinions at Rich Technology Group is on it, and what we think may happen so that you kind of have an idea of what to maybe expect with your business services from the good and the bad perspective. So, first of all, wireless plans and pricing, what will happen? As most of you know, at least in our experiences, because we've had Sprint and T-Mobile business in the past, from our experiences, we always thought that T-Mobile had the better pricing, especially on the unlimited plans side. But Sprint tended to have the better coverage because of just the way that they were set up. So what we're thinking, our honest speculation, is that T-Mobile pricing will probably stay the same for a number of years, but you may see that it goes up because they're probably going to need to somehow, some way generate more money to handle the duplicate infrastructure of taking on a merger. Do we think that's going to be a major increase in price? Not really, and I honestly don't think that most businesses will suffer greatly financially from it or will even care, especially with the added probably features and better coverage that you're going to get from the merger between the two. That brings us to point number two, which is coverage. It's kind of a no-brainer. I mean, you're talking a merger between Sprint, which not only uses lease towers, but has their own towers, and then a merger between Sprint and T-Mobile, which T-Mobile has their own towers and uses lease towers. So you're going to end up getting better coverage out of the deal for your business, either way you look at it. Now, I don't know much about Sprint Business's international plans. I travel internationally quite a bit, and I do know that Sprint does have a decent international plan, which I've seen a lot of people use when they travel with me on business. T-Mobile tends to be the better contender when it comes to their international plans, as well as far as coverage for select countries, but also their rates tend to be really good. So we're thinking the merger between the two, between T-Mobile Business's already existing great plans and packages for international travelers for business, but also Sprint's already existing as well international capability to be able to let you make calls from your existing number and all that type of stuff. We're thinking that can really only improve. What will happen to the pricing? Nobody really knows. The name. This is probably the biggest question that we get asked as somebody who is a broker for Sprint Business, T-Mobile Business, and also AT&T Business and Verizon Wireless for businesses. The biggest question that we get asked is, what's going to happen to the name? We don't really know for sure, but through our brokerage that we go through to be able to deal with Sprint Business and T-Mobile Business, the rumor is that T-Mobile is probably going to take precedence. The reason that we've heard this rumor is because rumor has it that supposedly somewhere in this unofficial contract between T-Mobile and Sprint for this merger, T-Mobile has already kind of put their foot down, basically saying they're not going to give up their name. We're actually kind of okay with that because I personally have always felt like T-Mobile has the better branding and has the better marketing outreach for not only being able to reach more people, but for the purposes of us selling T-Mobile, we feel like they are going to be the better contender as far as offering the better marketing support for us to offer more and better services to new businesses out there that are looking to switch to T-Mobile. So if I had to flip a coin, I think that when the dust settles, which we've heard is going to take as far as potentially 4 to 6 years before you start seeing like the real marketing implications as far as the brand and all that and the logo and stuff in the market, we think that T-Mobile is going to be the one that gets to keep the logo and Sprint is going to kind of go by the wayside. So that's our honest opinion. The truth of the matter is that supposedly this deal is supposed to be done. Like paper's supposed to be signed and everything finished before the end of 2020. Our take on it is honestly, we're actually pretty excited about it. And we're thinking that if rumor is true and that T-Mobile is the one that essentially consumes Sprint and takes place over the name, we're actually pretty happy with that. We like T-Mobile's branding a lot better. And quite honestly, we actually get paid more from T-Mobile business plans than we do from Sprint. And we've always found T-Mobile to be the most competitive over Sprint and had more clients come to us for T-Mobile than we do for Sprint. So that's kind of our short take on what to expect for the T-Mobile Sprint merger and what to expect as far as your business quality of service as well as plans. Again, this is Prince Rich with Rich Technology Group, your go-to guy for business phone and internet service in the United States. Don't forget, we're also a wireless provider for the top 3 for new accounts and upgrades. I'll catch you guys again in new videos.